Are you all froze up?
Yo, what's up? I'm Sir Esters.
I'm Black Pino J.
I'm B Scripts.
And we're the unintelligent graduate, so classes in session.
It was like a pause. It was like a
There's a delay.
it
Hey,
was like a
he was
dramatic
off
pause.
screen. He was off screen and everything. I was like, what are you doing?
Hey, so classes in session. So
Popping
let's talk
bottles.
about everybody's week, man. Go ahead and start off scripts.
Hey man, my week been good. It's been nice and chilly here in Texas. You know, gotta love global warming.
It's
Uh,
warm down there.
that's been chilly. I
Oh,
like the chilly weather. I don't like having to turn the AC on that barely works in my car. You know, I like just being able to drive with the windows down and it'd be nice and cool. And I've been kind of brought under my father-in-law's wing. He's been teaching me how to work on and repair washers and dryers. So like yesterday,
Apprentice.
yeah, yesterday I tore apart like a whole washer. We tore it down, like even like the little transmission that's inside the motor part of a washer. Like we took that apart. We were fixing some shit in it and all that. It was pretty crazy. It was intense. Had a lot of work yesterday to do. And then the funny thing was, bro, we're having to deliver these washers at like 8, 9 at night. I did, and I didn't know the man was kind of hard at seeing at night, and I'm terribly night blind as it is. Like when it comes, so I don't like my wife's always driving at night when we're driving.
Yeah.
But him and I are driving. I realized he's driving like in the middle between the two lanes and stuff. I was like, oh my god! I was like I was like we gonna die. I was like,
So when
I
when
was
he's
like,
driving with him, it's
I
like
was,
you in the Grand Theft Auto mission. And shit. It's just,
neither of us could see though. And so I told him, I was like, hey man, you want me to drive? You know, I was like, I'll do it. He's like, nah, I got it. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, but man, week's been good. God's blessed me in plenty of ways, you know. So
amen.
it's always good to learn new stuff. I'm always about learning anything new.
Mhm.
So
You should have put it in your resume and say, "Hey, Pop, I used to work with my hands and put cars together. So this
nah, he
AC
knows
ain't
all that.
shit."
He knows I'm good with wrenches and stuff and all that. As long,
So when y'all gonna start building houses together and stuff? That's the next
yeah,
thing.
Damn.
You're gonna build a
that'd be
house,
nice.
bro.
Build a house.
Be
Cause he
nice.
Hispanic, he didn't know how to
What?
build houses.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
damn, cuz. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
Damn.
damn.
and they dope ass landscapers and everything. Shit. Motherfucker,
Damn.
matter of fact, essays hooked up and installed my goddamn fence because I know my dumb ass couldn't do that shit.
Damn. Hey, I ain't
Hey,
gonna lie,
bro,
dude.
They are
A
handy and
lot of
they are
Hispanics know
skilled.
how to do houses
They
and
know how to
shit.
and
do their shit,
quick,
bro, and they
You
skilled as
know,
and
fuck.
quick,
hey,
bro,
Hell yeah,
quick.
hey, my fence was installed quick as shit, bro. It let me do that shit. I wouldn't have a patio anymore, bro. It would just be fucking just a pile of rocks and shit.
Bro,
So
I mean, it's like it's crazy. Like I laugh at how long they take to do the highway stuff around here because they got a bunch of old white dudes working for the city. You know what I'm saying?
well,
It's like,
I know there's codes and shit involved with that. It's like especially like with like, even fucking putting them a fence. I know there's codes to that shit, but motherfucking an essay can get them shits done quick
bro.
as shit, and the shits will be fucking on point.
I was laughing at his video I saw the other day of a man stealing a 70-pound bench off somebody else's porch. And now they're looking for him. Like,
this is in
they're
San
looking for him.
Antonio.
Yeah, we have right here in San Antonio. Man,
Always saying in,
I like
always
that
just
table,
saying in.
bro. I like that bench in total. It's 70. Picked it up, a couple people. I was like, this is ridiculous, bro. But
Hell no.
that's my week. How's you guys' week been?
Man, I'm getting ready for this winter weather again because apparently there's another winter storm coming
Yeah,
He's
it popped up
coming.
on my phone.
tomorrow.
Oh, it's
So
tomorrow?
yeah, it's supposed to be tomorrow. We're supposed to get hit with like 4 to 5 inches of snow again. So
Damn.
we'll see how that works. I'm pretty sure I'll
Just
be
like
working from home
just like my
Monday,
wife.
and
Just
and just I've just been brainstorming ideas because I have an idea for a show to do like looking back at like old games and shit like from last gen and beyond.
Mhm.
So I've actually been I had an idea for a show, but turns out everybody got the same fucking name. So I canned that shit. Had to retool it, and right now I'm at the point where I'm just looking for like old systems like Dreamcast.
what
I might get like it's like an NT analog type of game console where you can put like NES, SNES, and
I
like
got
Genesis games and that shit.
I got an idea for the name of the show.
What up?
Thanks. You could call it like Game Trek: The Last Generation.
That'd be dope.
It's
I like that. I like that. We might need to collab on that.
it's-
I mean, because the name I had was a trip down memory card lane, and I was like, let me just Google like sir, you remember when we did the old show in the rebrand, we had to look around to see if the name was already taken. I looked up just memory card lane, and it's just like the Matrix. Like if Neo said, "I want guns," and all the guns came behind him, I said, "Memory card lane." This is memory card lane. I was like, "Fuck!" So I got to retool that shit. So I might take you on the idea, bro. But
you can
that's
just
just
do it
been my
like a
way,
whole
bro. What
William
about you, sir?
Shatner. You could.
Me, coming off of a cold.
Oh,
Yeah, man, my head been
forgot the
throbbing
vid part. You
lately.
said cold, but you forgot the vid.
Hey,
That cold
I don't
vid,
know, man. My head just been throbbing.
like cold drinks is cold vid.
Hey, I also watched the Eternals. I liked it. I
Yeah, I
liked
It
the
was
thought it
good.
was
Eternals,
all right
man.
too.
I
Yeah,
liked it.
I don't
I
know
liked
what
it.
everybody's talking about. It was bad and all that.
I can tell you. I can tell you why. There were no fucking Avengers in any kind of Avenger. There was more female heroes than male heroes. There was a gay couple. There was a whole lot that a lot of like the fucking alpha male like comic book fan was up at arms about that shit. I'm pretty sure that's why they bombed that shit.
The one thing I didn't like about it is he really didn't care about really any of the people that die in it because he really had no emotional
No,
attachment to them. That to
actually,
me was one.
I didn't have an emotional attachment to Ajax, with like some highest character. I
Yeah.
did have an attachment to Gilgamesh though, because
That's true.
Gilgamesh was dope as shit, and he actually had a purpose, because
Yeah.
his whole purpose was
He was keeping that
was
bitch in line.
to
That's
make
what,
sure Angelina Jolie didn't go Mrs. Smith on everybody.
bro. Gilgamesh was basically a pimp. He had a strong hand, and anytime his bitch got out of line, he had to put it down. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Green is for the money.
Yeah.
You know
Who
what?
wants
When you
some
say
about
it like
pie?
that, that everything but the sex work, pretty much he was a just let her walk them streets, and he would have been straight up pimp. But I like that movie too, man. I liked it.
Nice.
I even like the whole how they made it lead into like there's gonna be a sequel. I hope Marvel makes a sequel
Oh yeah.
to this, or at least just do one more
They
movie
have to. They have to
close it
do
up.
it. Or a show. One of the two. Because
Something.
Boba
Yeah,
Fett's
show would
been
be
tight.
dope as hell.
Yeah.
Like I can see because of the bad reviews and all that, I can see them turning into a show rather than making another movie.
Because I'm telling you, everybody was so because by the time the Eternals came out, we already had Endgame, like a superhero movie, and now we have to start over from scratch. And I know that some people weren't liking that shit.
But it did kind of
shit that
explain why they let that whole thing happen.
yeah, they had to, because they would fucking well, they said they would have got killed, or the whole world would have got killed if they did.
Yeah, but it came out a lot sooner. You know what I'm saying? Because it's feeding off the energy of the population of people.
So I'm cool with it. They even did shit better than fucking Avengers and shit, like how Quicksilver moved in what was it, Ultron, Age of Ultron, and he was like his wispy fucking blue smoke or whatever the fuck that was. And then they had old girl, the deaf girl, who can run fast as shit. She looked more of a speedster than Quicksilver, bro. I'm like, that's what Quicksilver should look like. So,
hey, I like.
haters, man.
I just what had me interested was like the how Icarus was actually the bad guy.
Yes, that
See,
because the trailer.
Spoiler!
The trailer, I thought that the mind control dude was going to be the bad guy because he had the Colt. I was like, yeah, Colts are bad. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
but they explained why he did that, why he was going that route, and Icarus threw me for a loop. I was surprised.
Then he
But yeah,
just
I thought
seppuku himself at the end, and I was like, "Damn!" Like,
I'm like, bitch, you killed Salma Hayek, motherfucker. That's
I
grand
at least
termination
thought
anyway.
because I thought he would have rose up to be the leader because
I thought so
that was
too.
like, you should be the leader. He was like, nah, I'm not worthy and all that. So I thought he was gonna do something real good and turn into the leader of the crew, but he
Yeah.
did a whole 180, dog.
he did. I like that little plot twist about that
I
movie.
like that.
I
I mean,
like
because
that
that was something we were all expecting anyway, because it was like the great white hope in the movie and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? They flipped it and it turned into the reluctant hero. And I like
Hey,
that even more. So that's cool, man.
hey
Shout out
man,
to that movie.
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out to the Eternals, man. I don't care
Shout
what
out
no
for
one
being
say.
free.
Like, I liked it. But y'all ready to get on to our first topic, man?
Yeah, let's get it, bro.
Well, you already know the trailer for basically Bel Air, or the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, came out. It dropped Monday. And it's kind of a reboot of a 90s sitcom, but rather than being a comedy, it's kind of a drama. And it
They
has
Archie.
Jabari Banks in it playing Will Smith. So let's give our perspectives on the trailer.
So this
And
is
it'll be coming out February 13th on Peacock.
right before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So they Riverdale, the Fresh Prince.
Basically,
That's what they're comparing it to. They're comparing it to River. They said it's like Riverdale, the OC,
And The Wire.
and Creed.
I had a little hint of The Wire in that shit too. The way that the motherfuckers, he's in the jail and the dude's doing the gun to the head shit. I'm like, oh motherfucker, you about to get got, bro.
should
Yeah.
have whistled for a cab when it
I don't
came
know
in.
how I feel about the Uncle Phil that they got, bro. I don't know. I dig it that he's an alpha. He's in the Alpha Psi fraternity. I thought that was pretty dope. And they're showing some of the culture, more of the culture than what the original Fresh Prince was doing back in the day. So I am digging that. But I would rather him be like a big Uncle Phil type of dude. Not he had to be like a big fat dude, but just like a big, could have made him like a big Michael Clark Duncan looking motherfucker. But
yeah, he don't look like the old.
He don't look like Uncle Phil.
Yeah, he looks different.
So I don't know how I feel about that, bro. And this, watching the trailer the first time, like not the original trailer, the YouTube viral video that started this whole thing.
Yeah,
I didn't know how I felt. I didn't really like it because I was still stuck in the old ways of being a sitcom. But watching this trailer now and seeing this really fully fleshed out, and you can see why he's really trying to leave, it's actually piqued my interest. I want to see more of this.
I love the detailed perspective on like what happened to him in Philly, because on a comedy sitcom, said he's about to get into a fight, and he went straight to Bel Air. This goes into more detail on why he left Philly. Like he ended up in jail, got in some trouble. I love that aspect on it.
Yeah.
And I think Will Smith did a great job on not making it another comedy special. Who really wants to make another comedy special? They're not going off the same perspective as the old show, but making a new perspective of a new show. And I love that aspect.
Making and doing risky moves. I like that. It's
That's
just like,
all cool, but you can't have a show without Jazzy Jeff.
so I want to know in this new one, are they going to F5 him like they did in the original when he was spinning and shit? The fucking when the ball hit the B-boy dude. He said,
no,
man,
ain't finna
he
do
picked
that.
the dude up. He was about to F5 Will Smith. I want to see, are they going to do that? Are they going to get like an Omar type motherfucker?
He's gonna pull a pistol out, shoot the guy in the back of the head while he's spinning around. That's what's gonna happen. He's like, oh, it got real. It wasn't no basketball, bro. Damn, he owed him money.
How I'm gonna look at it. This is the real version of the Fresh Prince. So the old Fresh Prince was all a lie. He was like, when a motherfucker just lie about the shit, like, oh man, my basketball bumped into this dude in all other jacket. He spun me around like he was fucking Brock Lesnar and I had to leave. But really, what happened was, fucking Will Smith popped that dude. And he's running from the law.
That's what happened.
So he got a body on him. So he had to run. I like this one.
Will's about that life, man.
The 90s was a lie, cuz. The 90s was a lie.
Hey, it comes out February 13th, and everybody check it out on Peacock. And I hope you don't need a subscription service.
I hope you don't have to pay for that shit because I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
It's
I don't pay
free.
for Peacock. I
It's
hope I can
free.
watch it
It's
for free,
free
dog.
unless you want to like pay, and then you get like the Office extended episodes and stuff like that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I'm paying for
I
too
ain't
much shit
paying
now.
for it,
the
dog.
extended episodes are worth the $5 a month, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's
Hey, dog, you know what I can
$5.
do for $5?
bro. Come on now. I want to hear what lose it on Nebraska,
Lose.
cuz.
Hey, I'm,
Lose.
Buy two bangs with it,
hey, I'm
cuz.
playing off house money, man. Betting off house money, dog. Hey, let's go on
Betting
to our
on
next
wrestling,
topic,
and that's a
dog.
sure thing.
All right.
Let's go on to our next topic, man. Basically, story came out beginning of this week that 2 LA police officers were fired for ignoring a robbery call so they could attempt to catch a character in a game of Pokemon Go.
I love this.
So
I love
Luis Lozano and Eric Mitchell were asked to
I love
respond
this.
to a robbery in progress with multiple suspects at a Macy's in Southwest LA, but failed to respond to radio calls. They heard the call but chose to ignore it in favor of pursuing a nearby Snorlax on
Hey,
Pokemon Go.
sometimes you gotta make them judgment calls, bro. Because what if it was a shiny? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. What happens if it was a shiny Snorlax? You need, bro. You can trade with that motherfucker, bro.
Bro, hey, I remember one time I was driving with a friend of mine, David, and he had a Snorlax pop up on his little Pokemon Go while
Bro,
we were
you stop
driving.
everything,
He
bro.
literally did. He stopped. He started walking out the middle of the field like it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something, bro. I was like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, there's
Bro,
Snorlax out here.
Pokemon first came out, bro, and Pokemon Go first came out, and we were driving to Orlando, and we was going like through Alabama and shit. And I shit you not, we had just left a rest area, and as soon as we left, a fucking Snorlax popped up. And by then, I was already on the exit ramp. But deep in my mind, I was like, man, I should just stop, put this bitch in reverse. But I didn't want to be that dude.
Dude,
Shout out to the LAPD, man.
That game's
Chasing their
dangerous
dream.
though, bro. I've read stories about people just like literally losing their houses and stuff because they'll ride subway trains or like transit buses all day long trying to catch Pokemon and just say screw going to work and shit, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
it's
that's when you're
crazy.
addicted to it. Well, I don't like right now. I would be playing Pokemon Go right now, to be honest. But there's a login issue with my Google account, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. Niantic needs to fix that shit. I already put out a ticket.
Who likes exercise? That's a quiz.
Dude, Pokemon Go, bro, that was a fucking phenomenon when that shit came out, bro.
Yeah, when it first came out, I was scared to play it because I was
a
scared I was
fad.
gonna be addicted to it. Because I remember when
Ain't no fad. No, there's a whole bunch of people still playing Pokemon Go. The fads were like the Ghostbusters game. I wish it would have been good. It wasn't. And then the Harry Potter game that's also made by Niantic. I think they finally shut that shit down. So Pokemon
Yeah, I think
Go,
J.K. Rowling helped shut that down pretty much.
I think the new one right now is Pikmin. It's a Nintendo game where you get these little vegetable, like these little fairy vegetable dudes, and they help you beat up bosses and shit. But that's the new game that's out right now. That's a Pokemon Go type of game. But yeah, shout out to the LAPD, man. At least one black dude didn't get killed in the streets by the cops.
That's right.
That day, they were too busy catching them all and shit.
Snorlax.
Hey, let's get on to our next topic, man. Let's talk about Drake. Drake.
T, what up, T?
What up, T?
What up, T? Let's talk about Drake, man. So, if you haven't known by now, Drake may be in some legal trouble. So, according to a gossip account, the rapper hooked up with an unnamed Instagram model a few weeks ago. After attending a party together, the woman alleged they went to his hotel and smoked weed before having sex with condom, which Drake ended up disposing in the bathroom. But the woman apparently had ulterior motives, basically to get pregnant, as she claimed to have fished the used condom out of the trash and put the contents into her vagina. Except she said it felt like pouring hot lava into her vagina. She then went on to allege that after hearing her screams, Drake came to the bathroom and told her he poured a pack of hot sauce into the condom in a bizarre attempt to kill the sperm, and now the woman is trying to sue. So,
hold on, what? Hold on. Time out. Flag on the play. How are you gonna try to sue a motherfucker?
When you
Because you were trying to get
him,
you were trying to catch him on pregnancy shit, bro. She fucked up for that one. She deserved the hot sauce.
Hey, put this lady on that new Judge Harvey show, bro. I want to see how this goes.
No, fuck that. No, we need Judge Joe Brown for this kind of shit. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell? Hey, do the glasses script.
Hold up. You mean to tell me that you put a condom and turned it upside down to try and put it in your vagina, and that he put hot sauce inside the condom to make sure that you could not get pregnant?
Hey, you know what? Yeah, fuck her for doing that shit, bro. Because she's trying to catch a motherfucker slipping. I don't know why she was dumb enough to not look at the color of the condom and see that shit is not like fucking salsa verde green or fucking red, tapatio red or some shit.
Hey, bro.
And it have a smell. It smelled like fucking hot sauce too. You tell me
Frank's Red Hot needs to jump on this and get their own Drake flavor out.
Put that shit on everything. Drake put that shit on everything.
Be like, oh God, this tastes extra salty. I don't know what the hell this is.
That is fucking insane. So shout out to Drake Security Condoms. You need to put that shit out and make a product of that shit.
Do it. Trojan and Drake get together for the Picante.
Partner with Trojan and Taco Bell and just make a line of security condoms. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine fucking Drake holding the goddamn fucking condom. Like
the real commentary here, though, bro, is like, how crazy is this that you would have to be this paranoid being a celebrity?
You have to, man. You have
even
to.
when you use safe sex, it's not safe.
Bro, motherfucker holding the condom like this, and he just pouring the hot sauce like he in Breaking Bad and shit, just easy, and then mix it up.
Crazy,
then he mix it with his finger, or do you use like a straw?
Hey, it's a smart move, man. I don't knock him for it, dog. It's a smart move.
It's a smart move, but it's crazy he has to go to that.
Crazy that he had to do that shit, though.
That's mind-blowingly ridiculous.
I know everybody heard about women using them turkey basters and all that, man.
Yeah, we all heard them stories and shit, man. But damn, dog, like
that's what she gets.
She trying to get them for real. That's some shit where you actually
now like she got a hot taco.
So the moral of the story is live mas.
El Cuchi Caliente.
Hey, shout out to Drake, man. Drizzy Drake. Hey, that man he's topping the game, dog.
But exactly, Yemi. He's probably gone through this shit. Ain't no telling how many times he's had to put hot sauce on camera.
You got a stripper pregnant. It can't be that many.
And I wonder if he ever does a show in Nashville, does he have to go to Prince's and get like their hot chicken and like sprinkle the crumbs in there in his condoms?
Drake's Nashville hot chicken condom. Flavored for the town.
Hey, shout out to Drake, man. But another crazy topic is a woman found a duffel bag that contained over $300,000 in cash.
Nelly's so
and she found out that it belonged to Mr. Pimp Juice Nelly himself. She went on to return it to him and only was awarded a mere $100. And the St. Louis, Missouri native has no idea what an identified woman is talking about. He said it on social media. He said he don't know anything about the situation. He said it's cap. So let's talk about this situation. So is Nelly really cheap?
Hindsight to 2020. Hey, he ain't cheap. Motherfucker can't get Air Force Ones anymore.
Though?
He the reason why Air Force Ones are up anyways, motherfucker said.
It could be cap though, because who the hell's gonna return $300,000 if it's cash, bro? You know what I'm saying?
If you hold on, but like just imagine just taking the shit to the bank. Like, how do you explain that though?
You take it at 10 grand at a time, bro.
I mean, how do you explain that though?
You'd be like, the slot's been hot, bro. I ain't asking questions. You know what I'm saying? I've been all in to buy. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, She did the right thing by turning
Scratch
the money
off
in.
ticket.
Honestly, me, bro, I probably would have just kept the shit, bro.
I wouldn't kept the whole 300 grand.
He said smart.
I
I would
think
have just kept it.
she
Bro.
should at least took something out.
Bro, I'm pretty sure she probably did, but she ain't gonna say that part. It's probably like
Nah,
320,000 in there. She brought back 300,000, hoping that he would give her something on top of the 20 grand
I
she
would
already took.
I would return it to him, but I would have some like a whole new fit out of motherfucking car, like a brand new car with a drive out tag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, bro,
With a custom tag that says "Thanks, Nelly."
I would have just took that shit. I would have spent $1,000 a month. Live on $2,000 a month on that motherfucker the rest of your life.
No, fuck that shit. 300,000, bro. That's a house, cuz.
Exactly. That's right.
That money would never have been found.
Exactly.
It would never have been found.
I would have put it in crypto. Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, T. I wouldn't say shit.
I would have said,
what bag?
Hey, now I found a Louis Vuitton bag here. It was empty.
But
I found a Louis Vuitton bag right here.
I mean, you might want it. I don't know what's in. I don't
want this $500 bag because
Hey man, where you get the Yeezys from? And just run.
Hey, come up to him with a Band-Aid on his face too to troll his ass real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just come up with a little Band-Aid on his face. I found an empty bag. I don't know what's going on, but hey, shake your tail feathers.
So you think do y'all think the woman is lying, or you think Nelly is lying? Because Nelly said she's lying. It's cap.
There's no fucking telling. But if it's true, he's fucked up. He should at least throw like a couple hundred or something.
I like Nelly, man, but for some reason I could get Nelly do look cheap.
He do look cheap. No,
it's he been bankrupt a couple times.
No, like I would actually show this, but I know like you know how my computer's been acting all wonky and shit.
Funky.
But like just Google Nelly's old mansion in St. Louis. Just Google it whenever you get a chance. That motherfucker left that shit in fucking shambles, bro. And there were and it was on Twitter not too long ago, like sometime like mid last year and shit. Like he was selling his a mansion. It was like a 3-story mansion, had a fucking pool. The pool looked like it was in the projects and shit. The concrete was crumbling. That motherfucker cheap, cuz. Straight up. So I kind of look now bringing that up. I'm believing the lady.
Look, man, he was mad the Rams in LA going to the playoffs, bro. Like that's what it.
But I'm mad at her for even saying anything, motherfucker. You in St. Louis too? Don't say shit.
You can
they clowned her on World Star. That's how everybody found out about it on World Star.
Right.
Our friends were clowning her and sending videos on her.
Shit. I think I would have been fucking handing out PS5s at the back of a truck like fucking Nino Brown did the turkeys, cuz like you get one and you get one. Fuck that shit, bro. She tripping. I want that shit.
Hey, shout out to the woman for being honest. I don't knock her for being honest, but
she's saying lunatic-y. You know what I'm saying?
She's like lunatic for doing it.
But as I said before, shout out to the lady for being honest and going with what her heart says, because she's a better person than me.
Yeah.
So let's get on to I know a lot of people got bank fees, overdraft fees, and all that.
I know Nelly don't.
So Bank of America, the nation's second largest bank, says it's drastically reducing overdraft fees. Capital One is going a step further and getting rid of the fees altogether. The move comes as federal regulators are taking a tougher stance with banks charging these often hefty fees.
Yeah.
People get hit with overdraft fees when they overspend the balance in their checking account and the bank fronts the money for a few days. So a lot of these banks is taking out overdraft fees. So how much do you like that? I know you really like that, Scripps.
I would like that.
Hold on. Shots fired. Hold on. Wait. Hey, you know what?
I would have really liked that about 5-6 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Put him in a visual timeout for that one. You're wrong for that one. Boom.
I don't put money in banks no more, bro. I don't trust them. That's why. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice 5-6 years ago to be hollering at Fifth Third every week, bro. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? But That's crazy, dude. Like, it's crazy. Like, banks just now are starting to decide, like, yeah, this is probably a better idea than, charging somebody $50 for being $20
Yeah.
over.
Even when
Then,
I was a lot dumber with my money and shit, and especially before I met my wife, where I would come across a time where like I would like have an overdraft fee, and it should probably happen like once or two a month. You know what I mean? And when you even try to explain, because like real shit happen to real people, you know what I'm saying? And when you try to
that,
explain that to people, like they'll talk to you like, "Oh, we'll do it this one time," or based on your account, we can do this or this or this and that. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have to be that way. If a motherfuckers be struggling, bro, and they're just nickel and diming people.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad this is done.
it says right here,
yeah.
U.S. banks together make about $15 billion a year on overdraft and non-sufficient funds.
Yeah, they're making money out of people being broke. Like, that's
Yeah,
already what credit is,
Yeah,
bro. It's you know what I'm saying? And it's like, to me, it's silly. You're being charged to use their bank. They should be happy that you're using their bank
yeah,
for
exactly.
you to put your money in there to begin with. Instead, nope.
Mhm.
Look, we gonna charge you because you struggling, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I know
stupid.
credit unions usually don't do the overdraft fee. They kind of give a motherfucker a pass, or they even give it some time for the next check to come in to do that. But the big commercial banks, they've been known to fucking
Wells
hit you with that
Fargo,
overdraft fee.
like, shit. I
yeah.
mean,
Starting May, Bank of America, they're going to try to reduce overdraft free fees from $35 to $10.
even $10 is too much.
Even $10 is too damn much, motherfucker.
Charge me $2.
Especially if you in a big city like Atlanta, fucking New York, LA, fucking San Fran. You know what I'm saying? It's that $10, bro. You can use that in fucking
Hey,
commuting to go to
are
work
they
or
going to be
do
giving you a
whatever.
thank you payment per month for not having overdraft fees?
Hell
If
no.
so, then charge them overdraft fees for the months they do. If not, don't charge them shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don't
Hmm.
charge. Give them money for saying thank you for choosing our bank and trusting your money in our bank so we can make a living and doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of some other bank or, and it's like, no, they don't give a shit. They're like, all right, you want to put your money in here? Guess what? Now you $5 short. Now we're gonna charge you $50, motherfucker. You know what
What
I'm
the
saying?
game is that?
Banks are the biggest pimps in the world, bro. Like, that is the
yeah.
That
way
is true. That
banks
is
work,
true.
and
That
it's
is true.
crazy. And it's that's why, like I said, I don't fuck with banks no more, man. I just cash only, really. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shoebox. You a
So you
shoebox boy.
keep it in the shoebox.
Shoebox.
Keep your money
that's
in the
Yeah,
right.
he a
shoebox, dog.
shoebox
That's
boy. There
right.
we go. Got
That's right.
bands.
You know
He's
what my
thugging. My
overdraft? You
man
know what my
thugging.
overdraft fee is? Realizing my box is empty. That's my overdraft fee. You're like, damn. Box is empty. What the hell am I supposed to do now? That's my overdraft fee. It's a realization my ass is broke. That's my overdraft fee. Overdraft is I kept the damn AC unit on a little drafty too much this week. Damn, bill got a little high on me. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's that's crazy that it's taken this long for them to finally do some shit like this.
Mm,
I think part of it is probably with inflation too, because you know the inflation is going up, so
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's more expensive to get regular shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Even fucking gas, because I think oil per barrel went up too. So I think they're just trying to they're trying to do something to make themselves look good, but they already know this shit's gonna be
Don't
tough
even
in
get me
the end.
started with all that. Joe Manchin go fuck himself.
You ain't even
Piece of
from
shit.
West Virginia, man. What are you
I don't
talking
give a
about,
fuck.
bro?
He fucking over everybody. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
with
that's true.
West Virginia or not. He fucking over everybody. Fuck him. I don't even
Damn,
want to start about
dog.
all that bullshit. Shit
Damn.
got me mad. Taking
Damn,
$300 a month out of my life.
damn.
Y'all should be mad too.
My man chose violence.
Taking money
I'm
out
mad
y'all
too. I'm not gonna
pocket
lie.
like that, bro.
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie. My main thing I want them to really do is that Voting Rights Act. I want them to pass that shit because I already know what's about to happen, bro. And when the Republicans are they're gonna try to get more seats and take over the House and the Senate, and when they do, it's payback time, bitch. So my thing is, I want the Voting Rights Act to pass. Joe Manchin,
It's
he
like
can't suck it. He
Joe
can't suck a
Man
whole bag of
Joe
dicks.
Manchin keeps turning this shit down just because he wants the oil companies to keep lining his pockets with money when the Build Back Better program's trying to make America more green. He's like, nope, fuck that. What's that gonna do for my people? I don't know, maybe live another 1,000 years, motherfucker. Like what it was it's crazy. I don't want all right, I'm done talking about that bullshit. That shit got me so mad, bro. Like I'll just be mad as a
Damn,
motherfucker about
dog.
this shit.
Hate in
Damn.
his heart. Hate in his heart.
Hey, let's
For the
go
right
to
reason. For the right
our
reason.
let's go on to our next topic. Basically, y'all are both gamers, and one of y'all rep Sony, and another one of y'all rep Microsoft.
I rep gaming, motherfucker. I rep game. I love games. Stop this
All right.
console war,
Well,
man.
basically, if you didn't know by now, Sony is gonna keep producing PS4 consoles as it deals with a PS5 shortage, and Microsoft is gonna stop making the Xbox One and start making a new console, which is the Xbox Series. What's it called, Black?
Which one? I mean, there's two. There's the Series X, the Series S.
Yeah, the Series X.
Okay.
So let's talk about this. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, I don't know. Unless Sony is trying to do something like what Microsoft is doing with the cloud, because with the shit, even with the I got a Series X up here, and downstairs I got the Xbox One S.
Damn,
I can play
okay,
cloud
big
games.
money.
It ain't big money, motherfucker. It's for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
For the
But you be on it though.
Dad's
For the
Xbox is upstairs. You know what I mean?
For the kids.
But if I wanted to play downstairs, if I want to play Halo Infinite, I could play this shit on the cloud. If Sony is trying to approach it that way, like cloud wise, it would be smart to push out more PS4s, because that way, if they have a good cloud platform to go off of, then yeah, you can play like the new God of War that's going to be coming out pretty soon on the PS4 on the cloud. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm hating on you too. If you talking about you got you a PlayStation 5, because I'm trying to get me one too.
He said
T,
Xbox
you got
game.
PS5, dog?
Nah, I think he's talking about a new Xbox.
Oh, okay. If he got his
Yeah,
Series X, then
I don't think he's a Sony guy, dog. He's not a Sony guy.
But
I'm an all around gamer. I got all the fucking systems and shit. This generation has been hard to get one.
to me, it don't matter to me what console you play. To me, what's the real bullshit is just PC players having so many advantages over console players still, and both console companies need to figure out how to fix that shit. That's what that's what
What do you mean? What do you mean?
that's what I'm trying to figure out here. And you
That
know
is
what I
true.
mean? Like it comes to like games with field of view, like Warzone. Like console players don't have field of view or none of that shit. Yet you got PC players out here running around being able to move like the Flash with 2 fingers and aiming with the whole arm, and they can see
I got
twice as
field
much
of
of this
view.
goddamn screen.
What
And you got
does? I see you over there with your rich ass. You got both of them. Hate on you too, dog.
come on, Dad.
I got
Flop,
both. I got
motherfucker.
both.
Baller status right there, dog.
Baller, dog.
Baller,
Yeah, baller, bro.
big baller. I tried playing PUBG's multiplayer the other day, and holy shit, that was terrible. Like
I mean, like when you bring up the PC thing though, like both companies are selling software on PC too. So everybody's getting their piece, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And PC's kind of bridging it. And both of these systems are practically PCs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're built on damn near the same I won't say architecture, but they're built on the same parts and all that shit. So granted, like the GPU is the customized shit, but it's all they're kind of blending together. And with both companies also, because God of War just came out on PC, you know what I mean? And so Sony's getting a piece of that pie too. And Xbox has been doing that shit with not only with Game Pass on PC, but also putting other titles on PC.
I think Xbox's sales are down for the Xbox One as it was anyway. So they realize, we're gonna drive our money up more by making more Xbox
They're
One X's. But
to be honest,
PlayStation users are on a different level of rage, bro. They'll break a PlayStation just because they know they go find
they
another one for
both these
$100.
because of the shortage, the chip shortage. I was reading an article. They're actually almost neck and neck right now
That's
on sales.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's now if it
But
wasn't COVID, yes, I would honestly say Sony would have just jumped the lead and ran off with it based on how Xbox had handled like the launch of the Xbox One. But I think because of COVID, it kind of slowed everything down and everything's neck and neck because hell, Nintendo can't even get Switches out and shit as quick as they want to. And they've been selling the same goddamn system like over and over again. They just changed the screen.
They got to pay their workers more, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know. It is what it is. I don't see how selling more of a last gen system is going to help you if you're trying to push the next gen and selling next gen titles and shit. Because I know Sony isn't doing what Xbox is doing. They're not doing smart delivery where if you buy the Xbox One version of the game, you get the next gen upgrade for free. Like Sony's, like they're saying, next gen game is $10 more.
Yeah, as a cross gen bundle is like.
Yeah, and they're doing like they do like I know Activision does cross gen bundles and EA's doing it too. But I don't see how does that benefit if you're going to push more of an old system. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I think what Microsoft is doing, discontinuing it, that's making a statement saying that we're going to commit to the next gen more so than what Sony's doing.
I think Sony's saying like, look, I think it's going to be a while before you can commit to the next gen stuff with all the part shortages. So
part shortages and the price.
Bring the Dreamcast back, man. Fuck that shit.
The price is how much is a PS5 and that new Xbox? $1,000.
I mean,
depends, bro.
Yeah, it depends on which version. Like if you want the
if you want the Series S, I mean that's like a barely upgraded version of the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? The Series X though is like a large upgrade.
The Series S, it looks smaller, but it has the same shit. I think the only main difference is the hard drive is different, and there's no disc player, which that doesn't really cost anything. But I know a lot of people who got the Series S, and they can tell the difference from playing like an old Xbox One versus the Series S or Xbox One X. So you can see the differences between the two generations. It's just what are you wanting to buy? Like when I go for a PlayStation 5, I'm going to go for the digital one because I have no games.
Stock X got it for the low right now. Yemi says. He said Stock X is good. But yeah, I got the digital one and I got it from Sony Direct for literally like $300.
Oh, for real?
I mean they're cheap.
$399 actually for the digital, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's $399 for the digital, $499 for the disc version. But the only thing you're getting with it extra is a 4K disc player, really. You know what I'm saying? But then I also didn't realize Sony is cockholding everybody into you can only get their digital pre-orders. You can only get them online now at their store. So you can't get them at GameStop for like $5 now and get the pre-order content with it for only $5. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about the games?
Yeah. The digital games themselves you can only get on the Sony store now. So
they tripping.
And when you want to pre-order it, you have to pay for the whole game at once.
I don't know, man. Sony has been acting real bully on how they treat their customers, bro. They won the console generation last year, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft fucked that shit up with the whole TV on everything kind of shit. And with the Kinect, but it's like that. It's like they got too confident and then they're just pushing a lot of customer friendly policies on their own players, which is kind of weird. And I like how Xbox is just from the jump since Phil Spencer has been running the shit. He's been more of a customer facing CEO and all that shit. So that's why we got backwards compatibility. Sony has it, but there's an asterisk with everything. Everything Sony is trying to do to combat what Xbox is doing, it has an asterisk next to it. there's always a catch, and I don't see why won't they just go with it. It took them forever just to do fucking crossplay. You know what I'm saying? Crossplay was a big thing. Fucking Nintendo and Xbox were playing Minecraft together, and fucking PlayStation didn't want to do the shit.
It's
And
true.
it's weird. I don't know.
Well, without the crossplay, you kind of leave yourself less open to hackers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But with it open, I mean,
Yeah.
it expands your playable universe. But at the same time, there's give and takes to either side of it. But
That's true.
Shout out to all the gamers out there. So, you see, I was quiet the whole conversation.
I know your ass was looking like when Doctor Strange goes
he's
to
like,
astral
I
plane
still got a
form.
Blu-ray player. I don't need another PlayStation. He's like,
facts.
I can get me a new Blu-ray player for $100. Who needs a PlayStation at that point?
Hey, as soon as we
smart
started
TV
talking
on it and everything.
As soon as we started talking about video games, I saw that motherfucker's ghost come out of his body.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, it's like Doctor Strange.
Hey. All right, let's get on to our boy. Basically, Kodak Black.
Wilding.
So, Kodak Black reports that the authorities were informed of the dancing between Kodak and rapper Essence at the Panthers Canucks game on Tuesday night in Sunrise, Florida. The police didn't seem too concerned about the situation, confirming that the pair weren't having sex in the viral video that was taken in a suite at Florida Live Arena. They reportedly said Black and Essence were just being young and having fun. No charges will stem from the incident. So
that video though.
Bro, hey, video looked
like he was
hell yeah, hey,
motherfucker
lean back and everything.
I said, damn, bro, he's getting it in on camera right now, bro. I was like, damn.
At first glance, because whoever was shooting the footage, it's like he was watching and he got caught and he turned his camera real quick. Instead of just focusing on it so you can see what they're really doing. But at first glance, it does look like she's taking back shots and shit.
It does, bro. Because the other video you see is from like across the rink. Like from the other side of the rink.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
And you're like, it looked like he just straight, like dogging it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. Like, bro, and they got some balls because it's cold at ice hockey games. I don't know if you ever been to an ice hockey game.
It is cold.
I said, this lady I hear, she ass clapping with some ice cubes right now, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. I said,
hey, that's how you make crushed ice in a hockey game, dog.
I just like imagine somebody keep hitting the glass when they're about to make a toast. You know what I'm saying?
But the video, the shit is funny though. It's like they're dancing or she's dancing. Because be real, when a girl's twerking on a dude, the dude doesn't really have to do much dancing. Nah. Just enjoy the ride. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty much.
And you watch the dudes in suits next to him, and they're looking like the fuck. And then you see there's another group next to them, like in the bleachers, right before you get to the suite, and they're looking like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, hey, that's how you enjoy a hockey game. Cuz shout out to Kodak Black, man, sports fan of the month. He's sports fan of the month, bro. A hockey game at all places.
Clapping.
Hey,
bro, he was.
Well, they have to change the team name to the Clappers.
She knew what hockey stick he was working with for sure. I know that much. She knew it.
She was into it, bro. She was into it.
The announcer's looking at him like, well, somebody's scoring a goal tonight. I'm like, damn. I was like, what? It's funny, bro. That announcer's funny. I was like, bro,
yeah, that was video did like he was doing back shots, but it's good that I guess he's the one that posted the video of him. She was just twerking on him because the police got called and all that.
Would you if you was in that city, like, well, I won't say you Kodak Black, but just say you're
let's say you Nelly, okay? Let's say.
First of all, Nelly he wouldn't pay for nobody that would go in the suite with him.
He wouldn't be playing for box seats.
He would be in the nosebleeds and shit with his $300,000. Yeah. But if you had the money and you had a suite and you had like your girlfriend, would you enjoy the game like that? Would you do some weird ass shit in a damn
It's Kodak, man.
in a suite.
Like, no, I wouldn't. But you can't. Kodak, man. What can you really expect from Kodak? Kodak's a different breed, dog.
He's the long lost island boy brother. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Island
Slick,
boy.
slick, yeah, yeah. Like Kodak's a different breed, dog.
Oh my
Like
god, that shit was funny, bro.
Like,
That
shout
was
out to
funny.
Kodak, man. He always gotta be. He keeps his name in the media. So,
and apparently it's the ladies' booties.
hey, let's get on to our next topic, and then we'll go
Oh,
into the
bro.
break.
Right.
But let's talk about one of my favorite rappers, Kendrick Lamar, PG Lang, Matt Stone, and Trey Parker are producing a new racially charged comedy, saying the film will depict the past and present coming to a head when a young black man who is interning as a slave reenactor at a living history museum discovers that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his. So,
whoa, hold up.
This gonna be crazy.
So he's pretending to be a slave, but then it turned out his girlfriend's family used to own his family.
yeah.
Oh wow. A family reunion. Look at that.
Well, basically, if you didn't know, Kendrick Lamar, he executive produced the Black Panther album, which was dope as hell.
Dope as shit.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, I can get with it. It's funny, like you bring that up, bro. At my job right now, my old boss, he was like our equivalent of fucking Michael Scott from The Office and shit. Like no joke. But there was my first one-on-one with this dude when I first got hired at my job. He was talking about we're a family company. Like you might not know, but I'm related to your coworker, and that coworker is a black dude.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing I'm thinking in my head was maybe it's a married in situation. Maybe he's like somebody in their families are married to each other. So I brought it up to that coworker, and he was like, "Yo," he said, "Don't listen to him, man. He's related to my wife, but it's because his family used to own her family." I was like, "What the fuck?" And it was all he's saying it in jest, but I'm like, dude, I just got hired, bro, and this is the shit you telling me.
Oh my goodness.
Long story short, he's no longer working at the company though, but bro, it's like I've seen this comedy already at my job, so I would like to see it with Kendrick Lamar. This shit would be dope.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Stone and Trey Parker, well, Matt Stone and Trey Parker,
South Park.
they did the basketball, South Park, and all that. I didn't know that.
I forgot about basketball.
They did Team America, more important.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Woo! That was a good movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to Kendrick, man.
Fuck yeah.
I hope it's gonna be good as hell. And
hey, I agree with Kendrick, man. Kendrick is taking the Tupac path, but he is pushing it farther than, you know what I'm saying? Because Tupac didn't get to really do like executive produce anything other than like his own content. And with Kendrick doing this shit with this shows, it is.
He played a crackhead on The Wire too. That shit was funny.
It wasn't on The Wire. It was Power.
Was it Power? Oh man,
yeah.
But that shit was still funny. I remember watching a clip of it, and I was like, man, like his mannerisms he's got down is like crazy good, like because he was doing shit like only crackheads do. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, dude, he's got it down. Like that's crazy, bro. I was like,
I've seen a lot of crackheads in my day.
I have, bro.
That boy got a gift.
In Detroit,
that boy got a gift,
bro. He for real. Like you see him here a lot too. Like and here in San Antonio downtown, bro. And I was like, wow, bro. Like I was like,
crackheads in the city is like Elm Street. You know what I'm saying? Every town's got an Elm Street. Whatever it is.
Hey, shout out to Kendrick. I hope the album be dope as hell. And if you didn't know, he left TDE, and his new umbrella is PG Lane, which is his label.
PG Lane.
You love to see it, man.
What, he's gonna keep it parentally guided now? Is that it? PG Lane.
I guess. But y'all ready to take this break, man, before we talk about Batman and Michael Bay?
Let's do it.
I'm just gonna do stand up on here for 15 minutes. There we go. Let's just.
You'll do a tight five, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right. All right. Hey, well, we gonna take a break, and we'll be back after these moments.
All right. All right, y'all, motherfucker.
Whoa, oh, shit. All right. Hey, how's everybody going? All right. There you go. We'll be right back. And hey, what about the sun these days? Why do beers have such sticky hair? Because they got honeycombs. Yeah, think about that. All right. All right.
All right, but Sam, I hear Sandman coming, dog. Sandman coming, dog. Oh my god.
That's right, playing me off just like the Oscars.
Yeah, hey. I couldn't find the horn.
I've always been scared of negative numbers, so I always stop at nothing to avoid them. You know, there you go. It's a mass joke.
All right, fucking dad. Come here doing the dad jokes. Hey, you need to go ahead and change your hat too. Go ahead and take out that little New York cabbie.
Here, I'll go to full Samuel L after the break. Here we go. Motherfucker. Being a good crackhead, bro. Was it Chris Rock that played the crackhead in Jackie Brown, or was that
no, that was
it was what's his name?
It was Chris Rock. It was Chris Rock.
Yeah, he was good in that.
Pookie. He played Pookie.
Get in the fucking trunk, Pookie.
This is my turkey. I earned it. Like, damn.
Right. I want to be in the trunk. Why you putting me in the trunk? No, that's Chris Tucker. Why you putting me in the trunk? I don't want to be in the trunk, man.
I'm gonna be back. So I'm gonna go handle some shit real quick. See what this baby doing.
That damn Joe Manchin.
Hey, that's that shit you fucking.
I had to type little
fucking-
Jesus. You see little Jesus in little Jesus in the private chat.
Jesus in the private chat. Blessings be with you.
We'll be right back. I just realized, I was like, why are we even taking breaks anymore if we're not doing like the ads for Anchor?
Yeah, shit, we gotta get the ads when we get the ads up. But shit,
Start
you
making-
need to do. We need to
making
go ahead and
fake
just do our
ads.
own. Hell, make the fake ads, bro.
All right.
The grizzly bearskin condoms. We need to go back to that one, but we need to make a twist for Drake.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we're brought to you by Drake's Caliente condoms. Comes in 4 different flavors: Salsa Verde, Habanero Hottie,
and Casa like carne asada red. Like, oh shit. Hey, for real.
Carne asada can't catch me red. That's right. Ain't gonna get caught back at it.
Right.
Broke ass bitches.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hold on. We ain't ready yet. We ain't ready yet, motherfucker. Shit. You see that? You see my face covered up?
That man got the widest front square ever, bro. I'll tell you, look at that. His face all covered up.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do for censor people. I don't know. I wish they would just let me just put like multiple logos up. That way I have to keep resizing shit.
That break was brought to you by Trey Songz Toe Thong Sandals. When you want them feet popping. 9 toes ain't stopping. Trey Songz.
A favorite. 9 toes out of 10 agree.
Yeah. That today.
Bring the shit back.
All right, and we're back.
Hey, we're back, and let's get on to our next topic. Basically, the Batman has received a PG-13 rating for strong violent and disturbing content, drug content, strong language, and some suggestive material.
Womp womp. The fans.
I thought it was gonna be rated R. About it.
R.I.P. to everybody on Twitter that was saying, "Finally, rated R Batman." Ah, fucking, their fucking nipples were hard as shit for that.
There's gonna be like a director's cut, I guarantee you, this movie where like DC's once again be like, "Yeah, we should have kept it all in there. Damn,
we should have listened to the fans again.
Fuck, let the bat eat." Fuck.
Hey,
on my computer, bro.
It's gonna be in theaters March 4th, and if you didn't know, it's gonna have the Riddler, Catwoman, Penguin, and I was surprised they made. Did y'all see how the Riddler looked?
Man, he looked like the Zodiac killer, bro. Hey, that motherfucker look.
I know.
He looked creepy as shit. I was hoping it was gonna be like a motherfucker in a green fucking Steve Harvey suit.
Hey, Jim Carrey, motherfucker. I like this movie has got one of the greatest makeup jobs I've ever seen on Colin Farrell. Like it is like he is practically unrecognizable.
Yeah,
he looked like the comic, bro. This shit was crazy.
And
I'm with Yemi, man. He better not fuck this up. I doubt it though. I think he's gonna do a good job with this one.
For some reason, it looks good as hell.
He's been a bat before, though. He's been a bat before. He was just sparkling the last time. This time he's greedy. He's a greedy bat.
Why is it sparkling? But you know, it's Batman's too emo. What is this? But I was like, what do you mean this Batman's too emo? Every Batman is worn. Every Batman's always worn eyeshadow, bro. This is the first one you've ever seen him without his mask on while wearing eyeshadow. You know what I'm saying?
The only time I saw Batman not be fucking like brooding was with fucking The Brave and the Bold. It was a fucking cartoon. You know what I'm saying? For children. So
You mean you didn't like the Ben? You didn't like the Ben Bat? I thought Ben's Batman was. I felt like Ben Affleck's gonna forever be the Andrew Garfield of Batman's.
I like Ben
Like
I
Affleck.
like
you
I like
know,
I
Ben
like him
Affleck.
as Batman.
I like him. I think that Batman just suffered because it was just a bad story.
that's what I'm
Dang.
saying. He's the Andrew Garfield of Batman's. He had shitty scripts, so he never got to shine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
I think like if the DCEU is going the way that it's going because of Flash and they're doing the Flashpoint this early, you know what I'm saying? Because they fucked it
Yeah.
all up. I can see them doing a standalone Batman with Ben Affleck and do it like the Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying? You got an older Batman, get have the
The
chick that
Dark Knight
I won't.
Returns.
Yeah, Dark Knight Returns. That's what I meant to say. Have like a girl as Robin. You know what I'm saying? And do it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It
I
can
feel
work.
like
I mean, Ben can work though.
Nah, Ben wasn't that bad, man. Ben wasn't trash, man. I didn't think Ben was that bad.
you know what man, you know this might be blasphemy to say. I mean, but we all know George Clooney was the worst motherfucking Batman.
He didn't like the
Don't.
nipples on the bat
No,
suit. He didn't like the
I
nipples
wasn't
on the
digging it.
bat suit,
I
dog.
wasn't digging them Batman nipples, dog.
Hey man, he had the bat nipples. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just imagine. You remember like all the toys. Every Batman movie, they always have a toy like is Mister Freeze with freeze in action, and they got stuff like they shoot like a rubber missile. Like for Batman, it was like with bat nipple action, and like the nipples just shoot out.
I feel, and it's like, I mean, Chris O'Connell somehow was the best and worst Robin at the same time.
At the same time, bro.
Hey,
At the same time.
I think
Every
Robert
time
Pattinson. I think he gonna do a good job as Batman. The
I
trailer
think
to me was look dope as hell, dog.
I thought it was going to be a rated
good.
R. Rated R. I'm up here looking at the chat too. I thought it was going to be a rated R movie, but just how he was beating the fuck out of those dudes.
He was whooping ass
alone, and that doesn't even include the Riddler parts because some of that looked like it was from Saw. Not Saw, but
Hey, Riddler,
Seven.
like he gonna do some evil stuff, dog.
He looked like he about to
and
touch
Paul
somebody
Dano plays a crazy dude like crazy. But it's like he's like, dude, if you guys ever saw the movie Prisoners,
I never watched Saw. Well, I watched the first one.
No, you ever seen the movie Prisoners with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman?
Nah.
Where Hugh Jackman's daughter gets kidnapped.
There's on Facebook, yeah. There's gonna be a Batman toy that's gonna have the nipple shooting out, bro.
Bro, yeah.
It's gonna
it's shooting out batarangs at people.
Bat nipples and shit.
Bro, I'm so glad Spider-Man never had a nipple suit.
Bro, just imagine that shit, bro. That would be so disturbing. So disturbing. You damn near got this shit in Venom, dude, because he's real veiny and shit. And it's like I don't like all these veins and shit, bro. It's more like one of fucking
Venom walking around like a walking BBC.
Motherfucker, they got Venom like something that you see on Reddit or something, bro. I don't like it, bro.
Where's my bitches?
Yeah, I don't like. It sucks. It sucks that they're making a PG-13, but you have to understand that they have to sell these tickets. Kids are gonna want to watch the new Batman movie.
They are. That's why I think I think the movie's going to be great, but I think there's going to be a director's cut where it's like only for, a mature audience to watch. I think it's going to be amazingly fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, despite that, it looks like this is about the darkest we've seen a Batman movie since the Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand that Warner Brothers is trying to sell toys, fucking Fortnite skins, which my dumb ass I'll probably buy fucking the Batman skin if it hits Fortnite or when it hits Fortnite. And they got to sell this shit, you know what I'm saying? So you have to cast that wider net, you know what I'm saying, to get more fish. And then, like you said, Scribs, once this shit hits the home market, yeah, we're gonna see the director's cut, or there's like rated R, you know what I'm saying?
Where the bat's gonna eat. That's
that's the XXX parody. Like this is not the Batman.
But man, the Riddler, it's awesome. This is one of the first Batman movies where the villain actually knows Batman's identity. throughout the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch the trailer, he calls him out at the end of the trailer. He says, "We all know I know who you really are, Batman, or should I say Bruce Wayne?" Or like it's like what you're like, damn, he knows who the fuck he is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
stop the presses on YouTube, Yimi Gaming. Yes. That should have been invested in 100.
I feel like they're setting that up with Michael Keaton and the Flash.
Batman Beyond should be invested in 100%. It should have been done fucking decades ago.
Look, it's simple, bro. Michael Keaton and Tom Holland, get them back together. Get them on a
the shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I will fucking punch a donkey in the face if I see some shit like that.
Get Tom Holland as the young, the young future Batman, and Michael Keaton is the old one.
Tom Holland is Batman Beyond.
No, it's Terry McGinnis. Terry McGinnis. Hell yeah.
McGinnis.
Shit. Fucking
or
make Andrew Garfield. Make him fucking Terry
Timothy
McGinnis.
Chalamet to be Terry McGinnis.
Hell yeah.
And get Michael Keaton as the older Batman.
Yeah, and
that would be perfect.
They're already doing more with Michael Keaton as coming back as the '89 Batman. That's the perfect Bruce Wayne to be in Batman Beyond, because he's already in that age, like the look, you know what I'm saying?
And now it's the future of shit.
That'd be fucking dope.
Yeah.
And then he get like the royal flush game. Man, fuck this. I'm about to turn this whole goddamn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm about to turn this whole computer off. I'm about to go watch some Batman Beyond downstairs now.
Batman Beyond was a good cartoon.
It was hard. And it had the hardest intro too.
Yeah.
It did too.
They had the motherfuckers doing ecstasy and in a rave at the same time. I'm like, holy shit. Had the skulls. God damn. All right, man. Shout out to Batman Beyond.
Hey. Let's get on to our last topic, our big topic. So basically, if you didn't know, Michael Bay is set to produce the Raid remake, while Patrick Hughes is attached as director. Hughes, who was originally set to direct the first planned remake of the Raid, will also reportedly co-write the film with James Beaufort. Additionally, the man behind the Raid movies, Evans, will also executive produce the remake. As to the nature of the film itself, it also doesn't seem to be a straightforward remake in a usual sense. So this remake is set to take place in Philadelphia, specifically in the area of the section dubbed the Badlands. While the original Raid involved its famed high-rise premise, the remake will focus on a DEA unit pursuing a drug lord in Philadelphia's Badlands with the help of some local informants.
Yeah, this shit's gonna suck. Already, just a synopsis that you read to me is already screaming it's gonna be whitewashed.
Oh hell yeah!
They're gonna make the black people bad guys, and
I expect for a lot of stuff to blow up too.
And there's not that many black people that know martial arts besides fucking Wesley Snipes, the Detroit self-defense dude. I'm pretty sure the fucking that fake Blade motherfucker I always see on Twitter. I know he know martial arts. And then Michael Jai White. Those are the only black people I know that know martial arts. So I don't know how they're gonna be doing a fucking Raid movie.
Apologize, my phone got too excited about Batman Beyond, bro. It was like, Timothy Chalamet, Michael Keaton, what? Like,
motherfucker phone orgasmed out.
It straight up pulled like a Little John. It was like, what? And but the Raid whitewashing and everything, even their white director, their white producer, it's like white
it's
writer.
I already just when Sir had described this shit, it's gonna be whitewashed. Black people are gonna be the enemy. You know what I'm saying? You might get a Puerto Rican. You might get a Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna have John Bernthal in there playing a Puerto Rican.
It's gonna be. I don't know, bro. This sounds like Blue Lives Matter propaganda.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand why do a reboot when you could just make a Raid 3 movie.
Or just Joe Talon better
why be in this movie. The Raid 1 and 2 was good. There were dope ass movies. Other movies copied off of the Raid.
Yeah.
Dread. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Chris been talking about this shit offline, bro. It amazes me how Hollywood fails to get good ideas and they mooch off of other people's ideas. You know what I'm saying? To make something fresh and new. Just make something fucking fresh and new. You don't have to fucking ask somebody, hey, can I copy your work? Yeah, but don't make it look the same.
But it's so easy to do.
Yeah, it is. That's true. That's true. Like the fact with Akira, like dope ass anime classic, anime classic. You know what I'm saying? And instead of in the Hollywood version of it was going to have Leonardo DiCaprio was supposed to play Kaneda. It was going to be in New York City. It was going to be in New York City. So that's pretty much the copy off of Futurama at this point. And it was going to be just more westernized version of it. The same thing they did with Death Note on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just doing just stick to the source. It's in Japan. Why can't you just use Japanese actors? We'll use white dudes. We'll get Willem Dafoe because he looked like the goddamn demon, and then we'll get this weird ass black dude to play Light.
You know who I realized looked like that demon too? Hugh Jackman off that Pan movie, bro. If you,
he did
I saw that yesterday. I was like, damn, he looked like the Death Note dude, man. This is fucking crazy. But
you mean it's a lack of creativity.
But that's why it's also why the original movies do so well these days too, because they're few and far between. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was like that Swan Song, man. That was an original film. That film was fantastic. They're on Apple TV. It's just the raid is crazy. Like I don't like if Joe Taslim isn't in the movie, like you're doing the movie an injustice. He was one of the baddest ass parts of that movie, and it's like, and if he's not in it, then you're just giving the original movies the finger in a way. You know, you're not trying to.
He wasn't in the original.
He was in the. Was he in the second one?
No, he wasn't in the. I don't think he was in either.
Oh, no, he's talking about Joe Taslim, the dude that was in Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat,
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, he was in both the first one and the second one. Unless I'm thinking of a different movie. See,
I don't mind like how Dredd did. How Dredd pretty much they took elements of the raid. But Carl Urban had to go up that tower to fight. What was her name? Big Mama, whatever the fuck her name was.
Mama.
But like, I can see taking story elements from it. You know what I'm saying? And being inspired by it, but just to fucking just straight up rip it off and then just rebrand it and just whitewash it.
I so bad when Judge Dredd went up there to fight her. I wanted to see Martin Lawrence in that fat suit so bad. You're here to be judged. What the hell you say to me?
Wasn't the raid? Wasn't it also like a Filipino movie? Also,
yeah,
because the actor was Filipino, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think he was. You talking about Tony Jaa?
Nah, his name is I think he was Filipino.
Hold on.
His name was Uwas, Uwas, or something like that.
Here we go with them names. Yeah.
Uwas.
He was in a lot of. He's in a lot of Filipino martial art
Moana
movies.
song or something, bro.
But as I said before, why make a reboot when you can make a raid?
I'm just waiting for white America to make a white version of Roots.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think they said to be on Netflix.
That movie already came out. The white version of Roots already came out. It was January 6th, bro.
Break free.
I'm sorry. So what were you saying, bro?
If I'm not mistaken, if I'm reading this correctly, it says it's gonna be on Netflix.
On Netflix. I don't know, man. I guess I'm just tired of Michael Bay. He was
just y'all explosions and
it's all gonna be explosions. It's gonna be explosions. It's gonna be explosions coming out of people's mouths and shit. Motherfuckers, the eyes gonna be blinking. It's gonna be explosions and shit.
I don't got no problem with Michael Bay. It's just why make a reboot when you could ask the
I
same
got piles
actor
of dude.
that played in
Michael,
the
leave
second
Michael
one.
Bay in the early 2000s, bro. Late 90s, early 2000s. It's like, bro, like there's a reason certain directors stop making films for a long time. They don't come up with anything new. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like
Joe
it's
Taslim was he played he was in there.
He was in the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he was in the raid. He was in the raid, part 1.
gotta have him, man. If you're gonna have him in there, he's gonna be a bigger actor
The
than
dude that
Mortal
you talking
Kombat.
about, the main character, the one I got mixed up with Tony Jaa. He's Indonesian.
Okay.
You were
Well,
close. You were very
my
close. You were very
bad.
close.
Yeah,
My
you're close.
But
bad.
the Indonesia and those islands, the archipelagos, they kind of blend together. And at some point, you get a half point. You get a half point for that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you don't get the half point because you mess his name up, so you get no point.
Yeah.
How you say
Yeah.
his name then?
He broke even. Put it that way.
It is pronounced. I don't want to get in trouble. So let's get.
Hey,
It's pronounced the
you watch a
Nigerian
lot.
prince.
He got
Still
a
got
lot
your
of
boots.
movies. That's
He
on
do
Netflix that are
got
real
a lot of
good.
movies.
He got a lot of movies on Netflix that are real good. If you like martial arts, watch a lot of his movies on Netflix.
Because he got
He
one.
be whooping ass.
He's in Wu Assassin and stuff.
He's in a lot of crap. He's in a lot of
Yeah.
movies on Netflix.
He's on Wu Assassin, and I'll be watching the shit out of Wu Assassin. Bro. It's that Eco is pretty. He's a pretty dope dude. Eco.
I
See,
feel
now I'm
like
in
that's
trouble.
why
Now I'm in
TV.
trouble.
That's why TV movies and shows are taking off so much more now because they're more original content created ideas for movies and TV. You know, despite some of the TV stuff trying to bring back nostalgia 90 shows and shit like that, but I don't. It's just Hollywood's getting stale, man, and it's like
Real estate.
it's so much easier for them to just turn out an old idea that worked once than it is for them to read 100 scripts to find one good script of
But
creative
that's the
stuff.
thing. Like, all right, and I don't want to make it like a superhero show, but like with comic book movies and shit, you have the source and the depth of knowledge that they can dip through is fucking immense. But then they won't even let, like in some of these cases, and mainly at this time, like Warner Brothers will not let the directors try to direct the movie that they want to do. You know
They won't let the bat eat. They won't. And it's
dude,
just
that's an issue. You're gonna have to take it with Pornhub, bro, because they're not.
I'm gonna take it up with the writers. I would have put it in there on the anime show, bro. I would have said, "Fuck y'all, you ain't telling
Hey
me."
man, how come I want Bruce Wayne to be in a hockey game in the like getting twerked on in the penalty box?
That old Catwoman. That's hey. I'm an island boy, just trying to
I don't know,
make
man.
it.
The like reboots, they work sometimes. They're kind of cool when they're done right.
The Bill
But
and
the whole
Ted
fact
one, yes.
when you remake a whole movie and it's just whitewash, that's just sucks. It's kind of like what's that one? With your girl ScarJo was in it. Ghost in the Shell.
Mhm.
And they took the main so I forgot her name, the character name, but Scarlett Johansson's character, who's a Japanese woman. You know what I'm saying? They changed her into a white woman, and they explained why they changed her into a white woman in the movie. And then it's still, I don't know. It's just, why can't you just stick to the source or just add on to the lore of this whole series? You know what I'm saying?
It's like race swapping and gender swapping in movies, you know what I'm saying? And sadly the gender swapping things hasn't caught on when it came to like Ghostbusters or the Ocean's 8 movie really too much, but I mean, I feel like they need to do more of that. If they're going to remake more movies, they need to do more gender swapping in the movies. Find movies where switching the genders of people works better. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I
That's
like the
interesting.
Ghostbusters. Like when they
I
did Ghostbusters, I liked it. It was cool. I
I
didn't like
I
the
haven't
liked
dance
watched it.
some
number.
of it.
I didn't like the dance number in it, but that whole cast, it was pretty much like a Saturday Night Live skit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Because it
like
was
the whole Chris Hemsworth
mostly
part. I
Saturday Night
thought,
Live comedians.
yeah, what's her name did a great job. Is Egon. I thought Kate.
Kate McKinnon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought she did a great job for basically the Egon part. Some of it I could have went with some other actresses. I think that would have played better, but um, all in all, it was all right movie. I think the Ocean's 8 movie gets a little bit more
I haven't
better
watched that one.
than people gave it reviews. I think that they were just kind of mad that they kind of killed Danny Ocean off, and they're like, "What the fuck?" You know, like you're just gonna kill George Clooney off and have no real explanation what happened.
Oh,
You know what
hold on.
I'm saying?
So George Clooney died
Well,
in the
Sandra
movie?
Bullock's supposed to be George Clooney's sister.
Yeah.
So and they basically that's how they start the movie is she's visiting his grave and that Danny Ocean passed away or
You know what?
something. But they never
I know why.
explain how it happens.
The bat nipples.
Yeah, the bat nipples. That's
The
what
bat
happened.
nipples.
It's fucking bat nipples. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
spring loaded. They're spring loaded, man. To take
And
an
that's
eye
the
out,
other
bro.
thing too. I think that's why a lot of people may hate on the new Batman movie because it's going to be in a completely different direction than the other Batman movies.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like some people are scared to change, and this is what is disturbing to me about everybody remaking and whitewashing movies and just remaking movies in general that have already been made. That there's so many people that are out there that are about it, that it's allowing it to keep happening.
Yeah.
That's what is like. It's like no, man. It's like come on, like fuck. You know, adding a sequel to a movie like kind of like The Matrix did. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Because the ending to the Matrix is kind of left open, or the new Bill and Ted movie. The new Bill and Ted movie was
I
fantastic.
like
It
it.
was
I like
Yeah,
it.
it
I
wasn't a
liked
re
it.
it wasn't a reboot of the old stuff. It was really just a final chapter in their
Mhm.
story. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. I
that's
like it.
that kind of stuff's cool. But just completely redoing a movie just to put white characters in it or something to me is just it's fucking stupid. And
I'm telling
there's
you,
no
man, the way that this story has been described, I can like bet like it's gonna be a whitewash movie. You're gonna get a token. You're gonna get a token cop, like a black cop in this DEA school. Like as soon as he said DEA, first thing that popped in my mind
he's gonna have the
was a white
Mr.
dude.
Winslow mustache.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It might
saying?
be Carl Winslow. Carl Winslow might be the dude, the token dude, or to get the dude that was the limo driver in Die Hard.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a token POC character, and then it's gonna be against a whole building full of people of color, bro. I'm telling you, this wasn't gonna be.
It's true. I'm the
What
captain now.
Yemi put nah, they just chose bad actors that don't fit. I'm all up for change, but the vision gotta be there. That is true. But with Hollywood, and I know this what kind of what Chris might be getting at. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, is that they're not gonna put the vision behind it. They're just gonna go chase the brand, and that's
It's
what a
true.
lot of like. And I hate to say it with the last Ghostbusters, not the new one. I haven't seen it yet, but the girl version, it was more of chasing a brand type of deal
Yeah.
instead of
Or it's
actually
like
making.
the Point Break remake. It was fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like they had
Oh yeah,
some
I
good
forgot about that.
actors in it, but the movie was terrible.
And that's a
You know what I'm
movie that
saying?
didn't need to be remade, though. You know what I'm saying? Point
No,
Break.
it was a classic.
I don't know, bro. It's I think like when you reboot something like how they did Jumanji, they made it fresh. Yes, this is a reboot, but they added more to that world and more like what the Jumanji is, like that fucking game board. There's something up with that fucking box. I think it's a demon or something because
Look, we all know how I
Yeah,
feel
that
about the
was
Jumanji remakes.
The
I ain't
Jumanji reboot was real good because they didn't
I
it
do
was
it based
good.
off a video game.
I ain't
Well, it was based off a video game, but not a game board. That's what made it better to me.
you can't have a Jumanji movie without Robin Williams, in my opinion. But that I mean, it is what it is. But I
I
feel
no,
like
I
Jumanji
think with
1 wasn't
Jumanji,
bad. Jumanji 2, you
Jumanji, what the original,
like,
OG Jumanji was the shit. I still watch that movie over and over again. But I like how instead of just saying this is a wipe and this is a brand new Jumanji, they just kept it and said that Robin Williams' character, all that shit happened. And they
yeah,
even had nods that he lived, like they're living in his treehouse and all that shit.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't. I'm pretty sure Robin Williams would have been up to do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the new Jurassic Park, the 3 parts they're doing. They've been completely different from the originals, but they've expanded the story. But at the same time, they've brought back a nostalgic feel from the original stories. Why they've been doing them, and I think that to me is taking an idea, doing something creative with it, and not just spitting out the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like the new Jurassic Park is coming. Looks probably it might be the best movie out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and which should be the 6th film. Like, how, it's not like Fast and the Furious at this point. Motherfuckers are out in space and people are scratching their head like, what the fuck's going on in these movies these days? You know, Vin Diesel just survived a gangbang, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like what? It's like what happened here, bro? Like, what is like what? You know, it's not like that.
I don't need that visual, motherfucker.
I do it for the family. The family.
Hell no. Yeah,
Bukkake.
I'm a Paul Walker my ass out on the side of the road, like, yes, man,
for real. Yeah, I would have been like, peace, bro.
I'm walking straight out the theater, bro. Fuck that shit.
I said those movies should have died the same day Paul Walker did. Like, it's crazy, bro. You think Paul Walker likes his chicken extra crispy? I don't know. I don't. But the point is, I'm getting at is that
you're going straight to hell for that one. You're going straight to hell. You do not besmirch the good name. Paul Walker. You can make fun of that CGI character shit that they did in the last one, but you can do this shit, but you will not.
What? Michael J. Fox and Paul Walker had a team together, it'd be called Shake and Bake. You know what I'm saying? It's
all right. You know what? You a visual timeout. He said shake and bake. Hey bro, you going hell for real. Hell. They're gonna put you in the second circle, bro.
It is what it is. I'd be in there with most of these shitty remakes.
Yeah,
that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just want to know how many good ideas are out there. Like a writer has took the time out to write a story to be turned into a screenplay. Take it out to some Hollywood executive. They look at it and like, no, there's no Spider-Mans or wizards in it, and just throw that shit away. You know what I'm saying?
No superheroes. What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know. It's kind of like a Simpsons did it thing though at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like how much more original shit can you really make though, too? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like there's been a movie that's gonna be typecasted into whatever kind of movie you're making somehow in some way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make a movie about space, it's either gonna be a Star Wars or it's gonna be a fucking, you know, some it's gonna be, you know, compared to one of those kind of movies. You know what I'm saying? If it's Space Aliens or Star Wars or fucking, you know, I don't know.
I mean, like, all right, you bring that up and you bring up space and aliens and shit. Kind of like the shit that had Ryan Reynolds in it. You thought he was the main character. He died real quick.
Oh yeah, that movie was good.
Fuck, what was the name of that movie?
It had Jake Gyllenhaal in it too.
Jake Gyllenhaal was in it. He ended up being affected at the end, but that movie, like, it had a lot of.
People thought that was the prequel to the Venom movie. Do you know that?
It would have been the dopest prequel to Venom, but Sony doesn't know how to fucking think with a good brain. But like that movie, damn, what was it called? Life? Was it called Life?
Yeah, it was called Life.
And that movie, it took a lot of elements from Alien, The Thing, and I don't think her Sandra Bullock movie had came out that time. The one where she was lost in space was
Gravity.
I don't know. I think that movie came out before Gravity, but it was like all those movies kind of put together, and they did it without just blatantly like copying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that movie was good. That movie was a dope ass movie. I like that shit. But it's like so you can do these kinds of like genres. You can still stick with the genres and do a little spin to it, but just don't blatantly just copy the shit and then just erase the fucking name and change it to whatever the fuck you're trying to do.
Jason
I'm just tired of Michael Bay shit anyway, man. So yeah, Jason in Space. Jason, stupid movie, stupid as fuck.
Busta Rhymes. Oh yeah, we're gonna kill this motherfucker.
They took their chance and they did the shit. You know what I'm saying? I give them respect for taking Jason out to space. That was the Fast 10 moment. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
But it's
boy.
with Michael Bay, I don't know, man, because the way that Michael Bay does, like how he's done Transformers, the fucking Ninja Turtles, I'm just
That's
done with
another
Michael
one.
Bay shit.
Transformers has got a new movie coming out. I hope to God this movie is like completely different than the last fucking 5 Transformers movies. Bumblebee was different,
Bumblebee
but
was
that was
dope. I like
about just
Bumblebee.
one specific Transformer. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. So we'll see if
Bumblebee
this.
wasn't. It was a Michael Bay production. He wasn't running it. It was a different dude that was directing it. But it
Mhm.
was. I think it was still a Michael Bay production. But I don't know, man. I guess I'm burnt out on Michael Bay shit. And just to hear that he's about to
He's not my Bay anymore. That's for
he's about to
sure.
potentially whitewash a good ass fucking cop movie, bro. I don't know. I'm
It's
done.
like, why not just make
I'm done with Michael Bay.
Lethal Weapon, bro? It's fucking.
They did that. They did. They remade it.
They
That was
didn't do a
It
TV
was a
show,
TV
but
show though.
TV show. I mean that's one that's a good way of remaking a movie. You know what I'm saying, and just do a long form the way they did. Too bad they just had a
yeah.
shitty dude to play fucking Mel Gibson's part. But
I didn't really agree with Damon Wayans is Danny Glover's part though either. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
you
Like,
like that.
it didn't have the same like chemistry. I thought like Danny Glover, the old dude with the young, you know what? I always
Yeah,
thought it'd
because
be
Danny
good.
Glover, he was a serious dude, and he's
Yeah,
trying to retire. He was more focused on trying to retire, and then you had
yeah.
Briggs,
I thought it would always be good for them to come back to Lethal Weapon, have Danny Glover now as like the actual like captain,
the
and
chief
then
or something. Yeah.
Mel Gibson him to teach a young guy the ropes, and now he's the old guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
That
Foot's
would have
on the
been
other.
dope. That would have been dope, but Mel Gibson already had, you know what I'm saying?
He had his meltdown,
He had
but
a meltdown and shit.
is what it is.
You already wrapping up, dog. You look like you in an astral plane again, dog.
Yeah, I was just letting y'all talk, man, because y'all talking about Lost in Space. I don't know nothing about that.
That's another thing. Lost in
Gravity.
Space. They redid that, but they made it a series. You
Yeah.
know, it was successful.
Oh, you talking about on Netflix?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
series is
that's on
dope.
my list. I haven't watched none of that.
But it
You haven't
originally
watched
was a
none of them?
TV series anyway, and the
Nah.
movie was kind of terrible.
Dude, watch that shit. Like it's nothing like the Freddie Prince Jr. movie, and it's nothing like the old like black and white joints. This one it takes elements of the original like the black and white joint, but it has a nice spin to it. The Scribs, that was a
Sam
good fucking
Raimi
example.
directed that. You know that?
Did he?
Yeah, it was when he was doing his little sci-fi kick when he did the Planet
Right.
of the Apes, and then
I
he
gotta
also
finish the
did
last season. I gotta finish the last
the.
season, bro. But yeah, watch that shit. Sorry.
Wait, no, was it Tim Burton? It's either Tim Burton or Sam Raimi that directed both Planet of the Apes and Lost in Space. I can't remember which one, but they had their little sci-fi kick at that time and did like
Oh, you talking about the movies?
yeah, the Mark
Okay,
Wahlberg Planet of the Apes, and then did the
I don't
Lost in
want to talk about
Space.
that.
Same director. I just can't remember if it's Sam Raimi or Tim Burton. But
Y'all ready to get on to these final notes, man?
Yeah,
yes,
bro. We can wrap this shit up.
All right, go ahead, Scribs.
I just want to give an RIP out to the writer of the Hitman's Bodyguard's wife. The guy passed away suddenly. I just found
Oh
out
shit.
like right before the show.
Yeah, I was fixing to watch that movie.
Yeah. So if you do, just remind yourself some guy passed away that wrote that movie. Give a shout out and RIP to the Dallas Cowboys season when they lose to the 49ers tomorrow. That's right. You heard it here. I'm calling for that upset. Jimmy G is going to finally get it done with Mr. Kittle. Kittle Skittles.
Oh,
Skittles, bro. And Debo. My man, Debo. It's going to get it done, bro. I'm telling you. There's going to be 2 upsets tomorrow, and they're both going to be in the NFC East. Eagles are beating the Bucks, and the Cowboys losing to the 49ers. I'm calling it tomorrow.
damn.
So, yeah, if not, I'll give a shout out and RIP to Carson Wentz's career. It seems like it may be over. I don't know. if the Colts will give that man another chance.
Yeah, they talking about he might not be the quarterback, man.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. But again, you can check us out on all platforms. I want to thank you for our sponsor for today for Drake's Caliente Condoms. Let's you you can check me out, BeastGrizz88 on Twitch, on YouTube Gaming, or if you guys ever want to play games or anything, just hit me up on either of those or on my Facebook page. And I mean, that's all I got.
All right. The piggyback on what Scribs was saying, man. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at the Unintelligent Graduates. Drop us a line on Twitter and tell us how we did. Give us any kind of feedback or any kind of suggestions at the Unintel Grad. And I'd like to thank everybody who was checking us out on YouTube and on Facebook live. We really appreciate you stopping through and kicking it with us. And salamat to everybody who's listening to us on the podcast on the audio side. There's millions of podcasts out there, and you guys are taking time out of your day to kick it with us, and your time is important. We're really grateful for that. Thank you. You can catch me on Instagram and pretty much all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and my gamer tag is all Black Capino J. So hit me up there. I'll
BPJ.
Kick it with you, and we'll bust some heads online. That's all I got.
Make sure you share, like, subscribe to us. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, make sure you give us 5 stars. I'll tell you for the third time, you can follow us on Twitter, the Unintelligent Grads, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the Unintelligent Graduates. And also I want to give RIP to Bob Saget. And RIP Maya Angelou. She's on the quarter. Thank God. We still got to get Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.
Let's do it.
I don't know why they keep pushing it back. But
they scared.
You can follow me, Sir Esther's, on all platforms. And I have a quote here by Maya Angelou. Basically, she says, if you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. So take that in consideration, and just know you do not need no 4-year degree to be a graduate. As long as you're bettering yourself every day, you're becoming a graduate. And yeah, you might say these 3 fellows are unintelligent, but you need to come to realization that this is our show, and we're the Unintelligent Graduates, and we're out. Peace.
Peace. So people gonna